Jpegmafia just not even a diss. He just like publicly uh spoke against like Earl Sweatshirt. He said him and the Alchemist have been making the same song forever. It's not like entirely flagrant, like they're because Jpegmafia is just kind of known for having the most adventurous music and whatnot. I don't think it's completely in bad taste, but I don't know why like he kind of gets a kick out of being like, most celebrities and rappers and stuff, they like to keep to themselves, and really it's like they're kind of controlled, and he don't have industry backing that much, and he likes to speak his mind. And I don't think he's just entirely wrong. But these are two artists I like a lot. These both people I put in my like top 20. I feel like I listen to too many artists to make a top 10 that's really accurate. Really, it's a top 30. But these are two people I like a lot. This is like two parents arguing, bro. I'm just a kid in the shadows. But I don't fully disagree. Like Peggy's stuff is more adventurous, and Earl is more like he just sticks to his little thing. But it's not a bad thing, I guess. But dissing Hassan, okay. One thing he does do, he'll be friends with somebody and then fall out with him, because he was literally on his stream like some years ago, and dissing Drake. Nothing new. He been dissing Drake forever.
Bro, it's 2025, and it's becoming more and more embarrassing to be a Jpegmafia fan than ever. Yes, I'm a fan of a 35-year-old Barrington Hendrix, a.k.a. the same dude who spits in niggas' mouths at his concert.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's honestly kind of sad at this point.
He was trying to say that, people was like, if a rapper say something against another rapper, they'll try to like, fans always just feel like the need to pick a side, and like one is worse. They gonna say, oh, you did this weird thing, so now your whole argument is over. Even though that has nothing to do with that exactly. That's still some weird shit to do. And Peggy was like, y'all worry about me doing this one thing. This is like 2019, right? Some years ago. But he was like, Drake kissing 17-year-olds on the mouth. And that is weird. That's actually bad. That's actually criminal. Both of them are weird, though. But one is illegal and one is freaky. So You're definitely right in that, but that doesn't just erase that. That was still, you're still wild. But yeah, none of those things, just slinging mud, even if they don't have nothing to do with the argument, then you just bringing up some extra random shit to just tear down a nigga name. But if you hating Drake for being a weirdo, and then him kissing 17-year-olds at his shows, that actually fuels the argument if Drake's a weirdo. But let's listen to what Brett got to say.
Like the rap game Anthony Fontano. I'm just trying to keep it 102 beans. It's just kind of weird right now, especially the way that he's been crashing out on Twitter within the last day or so. It's kind of reminiscent of an old head Space Ghost perk. It's honestly crazy, and we're gonna get into all this because bro's been super emotional on Twitter, hating on everyone from Drake to Earl Sweatshirt and Alchemist.
Yeah, Drake hating on Drake is nothing new.
Activist Hassan Piker, out of all people. I can't really tell if it's genuine hatred just coming out in like a drugged out, whippet-filled rage, or maybe if bro's just trying to promote his album because he just posted a Billboard interview. But honestly, it's seeming like he's taking a page out of Ye's book and is acting like.
I mean, there are similarities. I don't want to say it though, because I don't want him to fall down that hole, bro. I believe you, bro. He said his own criticism of Kanye. I'll just take that as like, please don't. But there are similarities, like early in his career. Like there's some similarities there with the heights that their music reached, the creativeness, the trailblazing, and then them crashing out. Now Kanye was bipolar. I don't know if Peggy got that same problem. But there's similarities. But I mean, Peggy is old though. Kanye wasn't the youngest, but he was younger early in his career, We're still in the first 7 years of his like career as being a successful rapper, at least.
like Ye right now. I mean, he's fresh off of his collab with, you know, the Nazi that at the same time should be his arch enemy as like a left
Okay, wait.
wing activist rapper, man. It's honestly
Yeah, a lot of rappers like really like with Kanye Vultures. A lot of rappers would just overlook Kanye's actions, and work with him still. Like I feel like the only people who wouldn't are the ones who like have surpassed that need of a Kanye feature, like really like Kendrick and others of that like stature. But I understand where they're coming from. That doesn't mean I agree. Cause Peggy was going off on Kanye on Twitter. A day later, we see him in a picture next to Kanye. So it's like a lot of them would just overlook the stuff that they don't agree with. Like even Ty Dolla $ign had to denounce the stuff Kanye was on, even though he was working with him. So I know that working with him doesn't mean you technically support it, but it does mean you just bend into his will and just whatever you say, King Kanye, just to get a little washed ass feature from him because he's not even as good as he used to be.
honestly a crazy situation. We're gonna get into it all right now. But before we do, gang, I'm gonna need you to do something for me, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We finna tap into this. Make sure you hit that notification bell so whenever I post, y'all tune in right away. Man, join. Consider being a member, man. Tap in. We got discounts on merch. You know, you can get your music or your merch or any brand promoted on this channel for free just by paying something from the membership, man. Go tap into that. So let's get into all this right now, man. Let's get into this. So
what happened?
This Jpegmafia situation is, you know, I'm a huge fan of dude. As of late, like as each album went, I feel like I became less and less of a fan, but they're all fire. And people were kind of thinking that he would be like the next wave of Ye. He started out super like politically charged and stuff like that. And that kind of caught people's eye along with his production and like his message and the type of stuff that he was saying. And that sort of like carried him to like a cult fan base. But his fan base and diehard dick riders are some of the most insufferable people that you could ever meet. I think I remember seeing a tweet somewhere where people saw like all types of miscreants and goblins and goons out at a Jpegmafia concert and people that they didn't even expect to exist. And I'm not surprised, bro. He's the only major artist with the Reddit that's like locked to like people that aren't Jpegmafia fans. Honestly, bro is a freakazoid, and like there's a lot you could say whatever about Jpegmafia besides the fact that he's like, you know, he's a left-wing activist, but at the same time was like dick riding hard to get on Kanye West's album and stuff like that. He is
Also, Kanye West, I respect you, but the way you acknowledge niggas who have less to offer. Yeah, he kind of was bitching. Like, he was whining to get that feature as well. I'm a scientist in the lab, a surgeon, bruh. You skipped over me for niggas. Yeah, he was throwing attention to get that feature.
He's an interesting guy, and you know, we can't really hate on people for being artists. Maybe we got to separate the art from the artist. But what he's been currently going on right now on his current rant is honestly crazy. Bro was dissing, you know, at first he was dissing some easy topics like Drake. He was saying that Drake, I mean, he was making a valid criticism. Let's get into it right now. Let's actually look at what he was saying. We could actually go through the entire interview because it's like a couple pages long. And like, this is where you actually get where he says about Drake. So he was asked about, what do you see for the future of rap when it comes to fusing it with hardcore music? And he says, I think a lot of people are going to jump on that because what people are going to do is they're going to realize what you guys are doing is boring as shit. People yearn for something new, especially in rap. We're yearning. We're tired. We don't want to hear Drake complain about bitches anymore. We don't fucking care.
Yeah, he raised baiting, bro. He gonna find, this nigga ain't asking nothing about Drake. He gonna find a way to bring in Drake.
He's 40. We need something different. I'm here to provide and cultivate that as much as I can because rap fans are fucking bored. I mean, he does have a point. Their idea of doing something different is taking different sounding shit and throwing trap drums on it. And that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to really fuck you up. You get what I'm saying? And if I'm not, I didn't do my fucking job. Conscious Drop has Nas. Trap rap has Future, experimental rap has me. That's it. I mean, I guess experimental rap does have you, bro. The next statement that he basically had the internet hella mad at, and it seems like he was trying to get people mad for this actual interview because, like, I don't know why the fuck not. This is where I'm saying like the Kanye type shit is where he talks about Earl, and it's actually a conversation that he has with the Billboard person where they says, curious what reception was to this album when it first came out. I know you're always had rock influences in your music, but there seems to be a lot more punk noise and Lay Down My Life. Were people hating at first? And then he basically says, that seems to be sort of a trend with your release. How does that feel when that happens? And this is where JPEG sort of just goes off the rails. He says, it happens every time. I released Scaring the Hoes. People were like, this is an abomination to music. Now they're saying for me, Scaring the Hoes too. It's so funny when it comes out.
This nigga can't read, bro.
And then the person says, I'm theorizing, but maybe it's like a risk taker type thing. Jpegmafia responds, I'm a risk taker. I'm the only one of the risk takers in rap. The rest of these motherfuckers literally do the same thing. Alchemist, Earl, and them, they've been making the same fucking song for the last 20 fucking years.
Come on,
Nobody
bro.
gives a shit. I'm not them. I'm here to evolve, go further, harder, and I'm gonna do my shit. I'm not here to give people the bare minimum and have that just be okay, nigga. That's not me.
I respect him, saying how he feels. I just don't agree with everything he's saying, though.
Maximizing my potential like motherfuckers. I'm not like that. I'm maximizing my shit. I'm 35 years old. And Tupac said when black men turn 30, they lose their fire. I have no loss of...
Okay. That's not really that credible. That was 30 years ago. See, that's something I like to do as well, People do have success, and I feel like if somebody's more successful in your field, you can take advice from them, I don't take advice from just regular niggas. But somebody that's successful, you can't just listen to everything they say because what they do ain't going to work for you. So, you could be successful and you'll tell me something. That's not going to become law. I take that into account, might try it out. But, I'm not going to just, you start riding, I take it into account, but I'm not just worshiping niggas that's more popular, Those are my peers. That's the mindset I got right now. Those niggas are my peers. Those the niggas I'm in competition with.
Fire, I'm hot as shit. So, bro had to come out here and come at crazy at Earl, who lately literally blew up for a song where he was totally on a trap beat, bro.
That's what I was thinking too, bro. Earl ain't just one dimensional. He showed that he got some versatility. Cause Earl, at first he came out, he was on the harder, more conventional stuff. Then he switched it up. But he switched it up 2018. But he been kind of on that. But the last 2 years he been showing us he could do the abstract stuff and he could do the on beat trap type stuff.
Like Earl was not on no boom bap shit, and he has actually not been on boom bap shit for the longest period right now, bro.
Ever since 2015,
he's actually been on some experimental
shit.
shit, like that song that he has with the one DC artist El Costo. Mm-hmm. So it's like to say that it's just someone that's not paying
hey, bro,
attention.
don't get me started, bro. I'll rap that whole song right here. Fine chocolate, shit got like that. But what am I, bro? He stepped out of line, core for water and ashwagandha. Some of these feeling is hard as sky.
Whatsoever.
I'm in a bay like a Raider and Nana. I'm not okay, but I'm gonna be all right.
That was on Twitter that he's currently getting blamed for, and is not a rapper. He is actually a Twitch streamer / community activist / left-wing activist, Hassan Piker. And this one is
I don't know too much, but aren't they both on the left? I think I don't know.
For a topic that's very near and dear to my heart because I see it firsthand. And this was honestly the craziest take that I saw ever. So to give you a little breakdown, y'all probably see what's happening in LA right now, where there's a bunch of ice raids that are going on.
Yeah, we know. Shit not cool.
We're looking at Los Angeles, chaos and class.
And there are a bunch of people protesting, and a lot of protests have become aggressive because of, National Guard basically being called in by Trump. And there's a whole issue between the states, Trump, the police, the protesters, ICE, illegal immigrants in general, just people getting snatched off the street that might be still going through the legal immigration process. So it's been an ongoing thing. This man, Jpegmafia, had to come out and speak on this whole situation, and did it in the worst way possible, literally dissing Hassan Piker. First off, there was a tweet that went viral that basically said, like, Hassan Piker is not going to get shot with y'all. And that was a couple months ago. It's more concerned with Luigi sex tape and trying to make Panda Bear a thing again than anything real. Performative whites are the worst people on earth. They stand in front of shit, get nothing done, and then plug their shitty newsletter after. If you're a performative white liberal, please kill yourself. I'm asking.
Okay, that's a little. He coming on a little strong. Some of the things I could feel you though, like them white savior niggas just come in like, I got you. It just yap on TikTok and that's it. You're doing the same as everybody else, nothing. But the only problem is these niggas literally know each other and we're friends. Go talk to him about that, bro. Instead of running to Twitter, I mean, they literally know each other.
You personally, since that actual tweet, which he still hasn't put down, has sort of gone up with a lot of people showing him Hassan actually doing stuff. That's how petty the internet is, that people will go back like months later and actually try to like show how wrong you actually were. He actually issued a response saying, when I said this, I meant most of you white liberal types are performative.
This nigga can't read, bro. Okay, when I said this, what I meant was most of you white liberal types are performative and don't care about anything. You just want to make sure you look good to other performative white. Why you put a period right there? Or weaponize in serious situations like this one with ICE to hate on rappers you don't like your stupid ass right now. And I'm still right about that white boy. Hey, 10 toes down.
About anything. It's just like this one with ICE, right about that white boy. Then people literally responded saying, dude, your tweet aged like milk. You have a hate boner for someone who is actually doing something with this platform. What are you doing with yours? And that's honestly the most valid question that I have here today and the whole point of this video. This nigga Jpegmafia literally talks about like shooting the police, talks about being a far leftist, like all types of shit, which actually got me into his music in the first place, man, on some politically charged shit. But since then, I have not seen this nigga do anything with this.
He's been outside, I guess. I mean, we have seen that. When was this? 7 days ago. I don't know if that video came out yet, but he was outside in the protest, whatever. I'm not too worried about that. I mean, well, I'm not one of the people that's just taking everybody and just analyzing everything they doing. But yeah.
Platform, bro. 1,000%. I have not seen him do anything. I have not seen him talk about anything. What I have seen him do is get down on his hands and knees and take it like a good boy to Ye the Nazi. The dude with Nick Fuentes as his chief of staff at one point. The dude with Milo Yiannopoulos with his chief of staff at one point. The dude who literally signs his autograph with swastikas. That dude. And this was before he apologized. This nigga, Jpegmafia, literally was begging for Ye to let him be on the album. And this was after his first initial Nazi episode. Then after his second Nazi episode, I guess is too far. Like, that's where we draw the line. But this dude was doing this. He did all that. This is the complete opposite of what you were coming up on. This is the complete opposite of everything that you sold yourself as an artist. I have not seen you do anything actually.
That's a real criticism that can be put to a lot of other rappers as well. Like, that's why you don't like get too parasocial. A lot of times I just rock with the music. Even with niggas like Kendrick, bro, don't get too parasocial. Like, he might be one of the greatest and we loved him for a long time. But especially with like rap beefs, don't take everything as people saying is like they might shame a rapper for doing something and then they might got homies that do the same thing. I don't know about being on a list or nothing, like having a weird case. If you got friends like that, you're crazy, buddy. But a lot of things like not looking after your child, you know he got some homies that's like that, bro. And he just wanna, yeah, a lot of, and then he gonna say that, and then go do a feature with Cardi, who does the same thing. So we got basic proof that he's cool enough for Cardi to make a song with him. And he does the exact same thing that Drake doesn't even do. Drake take care of his kid after they exposed him for not doing it, I guess.
At all, even if what Hassan is doing is performative, at least he's doing something. Giving 80,000 plus viewers the view real life of what's going on in the city right in front of you. And you're not here, you're not doing any of this. Instead, you're taking it up the ass from Ye, who's literally says that he is a Nazi, which is honestly
hey,
crazy.
nigga, I ain't kissing up to Ye no more. That nigga's Kanye died, nigga. It's Ye. That nigga's washed. Let me dethrone that nigga, bro. That's crazy. That's some crazy. That's a crazy statement right there. But hey, let me take his place, nigga.
Crazy. And since then, I mean, I'm glad that you've, changed your ideals and not really agreed with the Nazi shit and stuff like that.
Okay.
But you haven't taken a strong enough stance about it, and that's 100%. Anyone can agree with me on that type of shit. That's number one. Number two, to still back that up and come back today and try to say that that's the same sentiment going on right now with these ICE raids is crazy, bro. Because I literally was out there. I was out in LA shooting. And like I said before, I saw Hassan Piker out there. I wasn't on no groovy shit, but I seen that nigga out there recording. I saw that dude streaming, and I just walked past. But I was like, this dude really be out here. On the other hand, I don't see you mobilizing, bro. I don't see you using your platform
again,
for anything
he was out
besides
there.
selling
Like
merch
Peggy
with
was
all
out there
white
too.
people in the ads, bro. I don't see you doing none of that stuff. So, I mean, like, it's cool if you don't want to do that stuff. Like, no one's forcing you to do any of that shit. But don't really, like, attack people, anyone of any race, just say anything for being performative when all you're doing is making music about it and you're not even doing any type of performance about it at all. Even Ye, who's an actual Nazi, has his whole performance aspect and is being performative for what he believes in with the whole Nazi shit. He's done more for the Nazi cause than you, bro. Which is honestly crazy.
We're not gonna congratulate him for that. That's not a good thing.
Fuck, man. But hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this whole situation, man. Like, comment, subscribe, go cop some merch. Link in the description at StaySafeWorld.com. Got a video on Earl
shut all
dropping
that up, bro.
tomorrow.
Don't know. Follow me, nigga. Support me. I am. I'm just kidding.